Hello traders, welcome to the weekly forecast sessions. In the previous week, I predicted that the market will break its previous all-time high and it will create another all-time high. That's what the market did. Now let's forecast the market for the coming week. So let me start by telling you the open interest data, which is indicating that the open interest data is dropping. Okay, the open interest data is dropping from the last 3 days. So that could be a sign. And in the daily time frame, what we are having in the last 3 days, that the market has formed these bearish red candles. But let's not forget that the coming week geopolitical situation and geopolitical economic data that will decide where the gold prices go to. The gold could create another all-time high if there is something unusual come in the coming week. The US Iran tensions we are having, and anything like the US Venezuela tensions, if they lit up, there could be other things which are quite concerning in the world. So the geopolitical economic data will decide where the next week gold prices approaches. So as the data open interest data is dropping, let's see what we are having in the technical analysis. That was a fair value gap which the market has consequently encroached. Okay, if Trump gives any statement, if US attacks Iran, or if they give such contrasting statements and they give threatening statements, the market could create another all-time high, and the market could reach to 4700. It could even reach to 4800 in the coming week. And if there is not such things which are quite concerning, then we could see drop in the market. Let's drop to the 4-hour time frame. So if there is anything concerning in the coming week, the market could drop to this order block. That is our PD array or point of interest. Okay, let me write point of interest, POI, or PD array. If we get any rejection at this point in the 1-hour time frame, in the 4-hour time frame, or in the daily time frame, that is the point where we look for buy trades. Let's say if the market breaches this order block, then the second point of interest we are having is this low. This support could really hold the market from dropping downward, and it could push the market to test the order block of, or it will depend what the market has formed in this range. Like if the market has formed any fair value gap in this range, or if the market has formed any order block, the market could go and retest the order block or the fair value gap. So that is the technical analysis of the coming week forecasting session, that we could see a hike in the prices if there comes anything concerning. If US and Iran gives threatening statements to each other, then the market could create another all-time high, and it will likely consequently encroach the 50% wick of this gap. The market could go in the uptrend from this position, from this level. It is the 50% wick of the 4-hour candle. Now let's drop down to the Euro USD and see where the market could reach in the coming week. In the last week session, I told you guys that the market could retest this order block, and on the very next day, in the on the Monday, the market went straight to test the order block, and then it started to drop. The open interest data of the Euro USD is also dropping, which indicates that the market is not interested anymore to drop anymore in the coming week. So we could see a hike in the Euro USD, we could see a rally in the Euro USD, and it could reach to these order blocks. That will be the initial point which the market could approach. Secondly, the market could go to this breaker block to retest this breaker block. So we could see a hike, a rally in the Euro USD price in the coming week. Now let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, we are at this support, which has held the market from dropping down, and the market could come to test this support, and from this point the market could reverse. So that is our prediction for the coming week Euro USD market. Now let's see what we have got in the GBPUSD. So guys, we can see the GBPUSD market is also dropping from the last 2 weeks, and the open interest data is also dropping. If the open interest data was increasing with the drop, then we could have expected that the market could drop even further. But the open interest data dropping indicates that the market is not interested anymore to drop the market further. So from this point we could see a hike or rally in the GBP USD prices as well, which have positive correlation with Euro USD up to 80%. So if one market rallies up, the second one will follow. If one market drops, the second one follows, because they are having positive correlation. So that was our order block. The market took liquidity from this low. The market tested the order block, and then we saw a small correction move. Then the market dropped again. What we could see in the coming week, the market could drop to this support. Okay, the first thing which I think the market could start to make rally from this point onward, or if the worst happens, the market will drop to this support area, and from this point the market could reverse and start making higher highs. So that was our prediction for the coming week. See you in another sessions. Thank you.